Hi, I'm Jasmine, and I've been teaching dance fusion at the Mapleton Y, and I was teaching a wave motion class at the Lafayette Y and the YMCA, at the Boulder YMCA. And I've been an energy healer for many years, and I teach embodiment meditation. So today I'm teaching a meditation that involves the breath and a muscular movement through the body that gets a wave motion going through the body. So I'm going to start off with teaching a few techniques, and then once I teach you those techniques, I'm going to integrate it into a full meditation for us. So just take a moment to get really, really comfortable, and you are welcome to try this meditation sitting up. I like to be on a bolster, on the edge of a bolster with my knees on the ground in front of me. But you can also try this laying down on the floor. And so let's just start with me teaching a few of the techniques that will be in the meditation. So the first technique is called the inflation breath, the inflation-deflation breath. So what you're going to do is literally with your breath, build up air all the way into your body, and then you're going to deflate the air all the way out of your body. And so you would do it in little sips. So you would start at the base of your body, and you would sip the air slowly up till you inflate all the way to the top into your pineal gland, and then you deflate in little exhalations coming all the way down. And do this with nose breathing. So do it with nose breathing, and you also want to catch it in the back of your throat, so you're making your breath thick and viscous. So and that's considered the ujjayi breath. So we're going to practice the inflation-deflation breath. So you inhale. Hold at the top, exhale. And I'm just moving my hands to show you what I'm doing with my breath. You don't have to do that. But you're just sipping in the air in little bits till you get to the top, and then you're exhaling air in little bits till you get all the way down to the bottom. So let's just do that together a couple times. Sip your air through your nose. Hold at the top, and then let out a little air at a time. And again. And exhale. And you want to do it so you can actually hear your breath. It sounds a little bit like the ocean. And so you want it to hear your breath, and you're sipping to the top. You're billowing up. You're billowing your body, almost inflating it up, and then you're letting all the air out of the balloon slowly as your body relaxes as you go down. And you may find that when you play with this breath that you can actually inflate your body and still do little breaths. So you can inhale and exhale on the way up. And so you can inflate or deflate with mini breaths in there if you want to during the meditation. So here's the next component I want to teach, and this is the muscular component. So the muscular component is like you're starting at the base of your body, you're doing a slight squeezing at the perineum and the buttocks, and there's a cinching together like a snake. So you're cinching together your body, squeezing from all directions. So you're squeezing at the base all directions, you're cinching in. So it's your buttocks and your perineum. You're squeezing there, and I would only do like a 2% level of effort. So it's just a light squeeze. And then we're going to move on to the next spot, and it's right below your navel, and it's the dantian or hara area, and it's a slight squeeze, again, a cinching from all directions in, and then we're going to roll on up to the solar plexus, and you're doing a slight squeeze there, and then up into the chest, a slight squeeze there, and letting the energy then flow up through your neck, through your throat, up into the third eye, igniting the pineal gland. And then you relax the body. So again, we're gonna do a roll together. You squeeze at the perineum and the buttocks, you squeeze below the navel, you squeeze squeeze at the solar plexus, you squeeze in the chest, heart area, and you let energy flow through the throat up into the third eye, and then you relax. So basically the whole purpose of this is to bring the life force energy all the way up with a squeeze, with breathing. You're bringing it up to the pineal gland to ignite the pineal gland, which opens you up to source, your higher self. And then you're relaxing and it's rolling back down like a fountain. And then you squeeze and inhale and inflate your body all the way up, and then it's deflation, and you're bringing all that energy comes back down like a fountain, and eventually it starts to just align you more and more and more with the ground, grounding you and also connecting you to source. So now we're going to start the meditation, now that I taught you those techniques, and all that will be integrated together. And I encourage you not to be too mechanical with it. Allow yourself to flow freely with it. Even your body can billow out different directions with it. So take a moment now and just relax into what you're laying on or what you're sitting on. Feel the clothes on your body and connect to matter itself, the earth. Letting yourself connect to the earth through your clothes, through the cushion you're on, through the floor. Connect to the earth and send a cord down into the earth like you're sending an umbilical cord down to the center of the earth. And this is all with your mind's eye and your thought. And you kind of push it down, push it down, push it down into the earth. And then you'll eventually feel a pulling from down in the earth. And you allow that suctioning feel, that pulling, to just pull you in, serving to anchor you, center you, and ground you. So allow this pulling to anchor you, center you, and ground you. And the more you relax into that pulling, the more it can anchor you. And the more it anchors you, the more you can relax. So really allowing Mother Earth to embrace you, allowing her to comfort you, allowing her to hold you. So just rest fully into the earth. And at the same time as Mother Earth is pulling you in, she's pulling any debris out of your system, any tension, any stress. She's pulling all that tension out. The more you relax into her, the more she can clear your energy field. And as she pulls you in, there's this dual action. There's an infusion of liquid light that comes up through the system, up into the bones, up the midline of the body, into every cell of your being. So look for this dual action. You'll feel a suctioning at the same time as you feel an infusion. So there's a suctioning and infusion of liquid light that comes up into every cell of your being, filling you up. And now take a minute to call in your higher self and source, or their spirit and matter. Both of those balancing you, holding you in a cocoon of comfort and love in your own alignment. So you have earth holding you, you have your higher self holding you. And now take a moment to put one hand on your stomach and one hand on your chest. And just take this one moment now that you're cocooned with heaven and earth. Feeling your hands on your body and allowing the warmth of your hands come in and comfort all the private or vulnerable places inside. And just allow that warmth to come in with just a repetitive, reassuring thoughts to your inner being from you to you. Like, I've got you. I'm right here. I've got you. And as you do that, allow yourself to feel a sigh of relief inside, to have that comfort. So again, we're cocooned with the earth, we're cocooned with our higher self, source, cocooned with our own self-love coming in. And now we're going to start the meditation where we start to do the movement, the wave motion. So I want you to almost grab, you're going to start the cinching of your buttocks and your perineum together. You're cinching it together like a snake, but even start below your feet. So there's a slow 2% effort of cinching there as you slowly sip the air in nose breathing. And you do your roll, so it's a sip and a squeeze, a sip and a squeeze, all the way up through the body, up into the third eye, pineal gland. Hold at the top. And relax your muscles as you exhale in little waves. And again, squeeze and inhale. Bringing the energy up to your pineal gland, igniting it with light. And relaxing. And in a way, we're building light in our little cocoon. And again, and relax. And again, we're going to keep doing this, and as you get your own rhythm going, play around with this suctioning of air and the muscular movement, and play around till you have this feeling like it's the ocean. So there's the undertow that pulls back the water, and then the crashing wave that comes onto the beach. So it should have this organic feel to it. Again, at the base. Igniting the pineal gland at the top and relaxing. I'm just going to be silent for a moment as we get into our own rhythm. Again, you're finding the right kind of squeeze, the rolling squeeze, and the right kind of inflation and deflation that gets you into a very viscous experience of waves. When you start to feel deep relief or comfort or joy in it, just continue to bask into it more deeply, giving yourself permission to indulge into that sensation even more. And this is your chance to build joy in the body, to build peace in the body, to strengthen your energy field with joy and peace. And you can even use this moment to call in the qualities that you want to bring into your body. So when you start to squeeze at the bottom and inflate, you can suction into your being health. You can maybe see the word health as you ignite your pineal gland and relax. You can call in the different qualities that you want to have in your body and the different qualities that you want to have in your life. So you're just calling it into your energy field. And you may find that the more refined and small the little squeezes are, more gentle your little sips of air are, the more precise you'll get with this. And really hold at the top before you let go. And you can even play with billowing out parts of your body as you inflate. So let's say you allow your breath to be asymmetrical. You can inhale, inflate, inflate, and billow out, let's say, your left shoulder. And relax. You know how the ocean can kind of be variant in the length of the waves, how long the waves take, and also where the ocean moves. It's the same way with your breathing. So allow yourself to come out of a mechanical approach and play with your breath where you inhale to maybe a certain part of your body. You would billow out that part of your body. And then you relax and let that billowing release. And if some part of this meditation is a bit challenging, just choose one of the techniques, maybe just the inflation breath and the deflation, or just play with the muscular squeeze if you find you get confused. And use this moment to fill your cocoon of light, being held by Source and the earth, your own self. Use this opportunity to fill your field with blessings. So again, calling in well-being, calling in fulfillment, calling in harmony. Calling in peace. Calling in happiness. Calling in abundance. Anything you want to bring into your world, you can call that in. Again, catch that breath in the back of your throat with the nose breathing. Make it sound like the ocean. Very gently sound like the ocean. Maybe just to your ear. And again, if you get to a sweet spot, stay there for a long time. This is a time to really nourish yourself. So stay in that sweet spot. Fill every cell of your being with that good feeling. And when I start to suctioning part at the perineum and buttocks area, I actually am imagining or feeling the earth pulling me in. So I feel a suctioning from the earth, but then I kind of squeeze that suction with my muscles. So there's a pulling of the earth, and then you squeeze that suction with your own muscles. And you roll up your body. You stay at your pineal gland for a while. and relax. You want to keep your body you want to keep your consciousness very present with each inhalation, with each breath, with each squeeze. That's what keeps you anchored in the meditation. Otherwise, it becomes, you can leave your body and not be connected to it. So you anchor your consciousness into each movement. And that's how you're going to calm your nervous system and really bring light into the body as opposed to leaving your body, which often can happen in meditation. And you can sometimes just take a break from the process and let yourself melt for a while. And sometimes when you inhale and fill up, they can be longer bouts or shorter bouts. Let it be variant as you go. We're going for a very organic feel, organic meditation. It's much more like the ocean than something mechanical. And if there's anything in your body that needs particular attention, that needs healing, I would go ahead and bring that to your attention as you're inflating and bringing light into your pineal gland. Just intentionally bring light to those areas of your body. You can bring light to any system in the body. If you have a moment where you just feel so nurtured, we'd want to kind of encourage that in your system, encourage your system to feel good. So you can kind of talk to your system as you hit those sweet spots and say to yourself in your mind's eye, I love it when you feel good. I love it when you have relief. I love it when you feel comfort. And by giving that encouragement to your system, it expands it, it amplifies it. The body needs permission to feel good, and it needs a lot of it. So just keep kind of saying yes to yourself if it starts to feel really, really good. Just stay there, stay in the sensation, and keep saying to yourself, I love it when you feel good. And it just deepens it. So I'm going to start bringing us to a close. But I want to encourage you to stay in this space as much as you can. Like, what is it to really be grounded and connected to our breath and connected to the strength of our body, the natural muscular dance that wants to happen with our breath and our movement? What would it be like to stay connected to yourself in this really delicious, nurturing way? So kind of take a moment to imagine yourself as you do open your eyes or come out of the meditation, that you are still doing this with your eyes open, and still doing this as you move through your day, to stay so held and nurtured in this life-giving cocoon of nurturing movement and breath. And I also want you to take a moment to just thank yourself for allowing yourself to do this for you, and allowing yourself to learn some new things, integrate some new things into your system. And most of all, thank yourself for giving yourself the opportunity to be nurtured. And really, by nurturing ourselves, we're so much more available to those we love and to our communities. So it's a wonderful thing to give yourself and to give to the people you love your presence. So just take a moment to put one hand on your stomach and one hand on your chest. Again, a thank you from you to you, from your hands to your own body, for being present, being here, and nurturing yourself. And I just want to say thank you to all of you and to the YMCA community for always taking care of us, the instructors, and taking care of our community. And it's so nice to be a part of our world together. So thank you.